July 20th, 2024, Evo, the biggest fighting game tournament in the world, is hosting the top 16 for Street Fighter Third Strike in the Evo Arena, a stadium where tens of thousands of people, both in person and online, are watching just two people. It's Losers Quarterfinals, Hayao versus FrankieBFG. The winner gets to move on, and the loser's out of the tournament for good. And on this day, Hayao is about to make history.
He jumped over completely!
Prepare for the battle, prepare for the war, prepare for the rush, street fight and blood war. The third of the third, prepare to die for. Your life's on the line, so I'ma take yours. So who wanna...
In this match, Hayao is playing the hulking grappler of the game, Hugo, while Frankie is playing Ken, a character so well known, you don't even have to play Street Fighter to know who he is. Before the game has even started, Hayao is at a disadvantage. Third Strike is a game with very strong top-tier characters, and often you'll only be seeing a handful of the cast actually make it to the top bracket, Ken being one of these characters, considered one of the strongest in the game. Hugo is nowhere near this power level. He's actually considered a low to mid-tier character. While he's able to do a lot of damage, he's one of the slowest characters in the game. His range is very short, and he has one of the biggest hurt boxes. He does especially bad against Ken, who can wall him out very well and weave around him with ease with his great air movement.
Thank you for playing. He's going to use a lot of jump EX Tatsu just because it's one of those things that gets out the corner guaranteed every single time.
In fact, it's a miracle that Hugo's even in top 6 of one of the biggest Third Strike tournaments ever. He's a character that nobody expected to even be here. But Hayao is just that good. A man who's been playing this game for years, honing his low tier to its pinnacle. As the game starts, Hayao makes the matchup look like it's even for Hugo, utilizing every trick in the book, with precision that's almost inhuman. He walls Ken with his hard-hitting normals, and his mastery of Third Strike's parry mechanic allows him to get crazy punishes like parry into SPD.
Oh my god! How did he do that? Oh, the running man!
Ground parries have a 10-frame input window if released quickly, meaning there's 1/6 of a second to input a parry. And what's crazy is that he immediately goes into Hugo's SPD, which is a 720 input where you have to spin your stick in a circle twice. Doing all of this in a short enough amount of time to equal a punish is insane, and to do it while under the pressure of thousands of people watching is even crazier. And that's what makes this match so special. Under such intense pressure, usually we see players completely locked in, only focused on the game. But Hayao is different.
It doesn't hurt? Oh my god! Right kick! Oh! He's doing it! Doing it! If he does a backflip, I will lose it!
Hayao is the opposite of locked in. He's nonchalant. Before the game started, the cameras cut to him and Frankie, and instead of sitting in a chair like every other player in the tournament, he's sitting on the floor. Throughout the match, he gets up, hitting dance moves, doing splits, and looking straight into the camera. The craziest moment is when he hits an SPD during the first round of the final match, and while the game is still going, he gets up and jumps into the air, facing the audience. This isn't just a game. This is a spectacle. Hayao isn't just playing. He's creating an experience for the crowd. This is someone who isn't here to just compete. He's here to have fun. And that's what's so beautiful about this match. This is why you watch fighting games, not just for the gameplay, but for the personality of the players. In this one game, Hayao created one of the greatest spectator moments at Evo. But Hayao can't just talk the talk in these celebrations. He still needs to walk the walk in the final rounds.
Oh, okay, go for the DP, yes.
The match count is currently 2-1 in Hayao's favor. If he wins the game, he wins the match. However, Frankie's been catching up. After the first round where Hayao made that clutch SPD, Frankie takes the next round by adapting better to handling Hayao's game plan.
But Frankie, you got the footsies, you got the normals, you got the zoning.
Ken's EX Air Tatsu and normals creates an impenetrable wall that keeps Hayao trapped in the corner until he loses. With that, the round count is 1-1. Next one to win, wins the game. With the start of the final round of this game, it seems Frankie is going to make a comeback.
Before Hayao gets that bar, because there it is, literally.
Landing a confirm into his super, driving Hayao into the corner again. But Hayao is aggressive now. Both players are constantly even throughout the entire round, slowly whittling down each other's health. But then, Frankie lands another confirm into super, bringing Hayao's health dangerously low. Hayao tries chasing Frankie down, but that only leads to him losing the air-to-air, bringing him down to the magic pixel. Hayao has 1 HP left. One singular attack will bring an end to Hayao here. Even if he blocks Frankie's next attack, The chip damage will kill and he'll lose the game. The only defensive option Hayao has is parry, which will negate chip damage. But remember, that's an input where you only have 1/6 of a second to input it. We expect Hayao to play a bit more defensive, but he does not care and continues to jump in. And that's when Frankie rips another EX Tatsu. This move has already worked wonders in previous games, and while in air, parrying actually has an even shorter window, being 7 frames, meaning Hayao has to be even more precise if he wants to survive off this magic pixel. On his last legs, will he parry it?
Backs away, dashes up in danger! Chip! Oh my god, no!
He parries every hit. An insanely impressive technical feat. However, it's not over. He successfully defended, but now what happens? This moment echoes very similarly to one of esports' most iconic moments, Evo Moment 37. In this famous clip, Daigo's also at the magic pixel, and during the last round of the match, parries every hit of Justin Wong's Chun-Li super. However, what makes that clip even more impressive is that after the insane parry, Daigo hits Justin with the most optimal Ken combo punish, taking just enough of his life to kill him and win him the entire set. It shows us the punish is just as important as the parry. But Hayao isn't playing the fantastic hit confirming Ken. He's playing the low tier Hugo, whose combos, especially from an air starter, won't lead to a combo that will kill, leaving Frankie with a sliver of health. It seems over. Despite the amazing parry, the weaknesses of Hugo seem to be too great. And with Frankie having meter, he rips a super on wake up, while Hayao is doing a meaty, seemingly ensuring victory. With a sinking feeling, the game is done. But wait, what's this? As Ken's super flash begins, we see that Hayao has pushed an odd button for his meaty. Hugo has begun to do a dropkick, a move we have not seen the entire set. This is Hugo's standing heavy kick. This move is the definition of useless. On block, it's extremely punishable, not to mention its startup is sluggish, meaning every other button in the game will beat it. It's a move you would never use, because it simply does not work. But in this one instance, in this one moment in time, it was actually the checkmate that wins the game.
Chip! Oh my god, no! Okay. Oh my god! How did he do that? He went past the SA3! He went for the roundhouse! He jumped over completely! Do you understand? That is a worthless button. That button is so worthless, but he was able to make it useful.
The drop kick hops over Ken's super, making Frankie whiff the entire move, letting Hayao move in for an EX punish, taking the entire set. This was a moment for the history books. Watching this live moved me. This is what fighting games are all about. This wasn't just about the insane moment, it was about the spectacle. Hayao was such a fun personality to follow, and I just couldn't help but cheer for him. And watching him win, in not only one of the most hyped ways possible, but also his reaction to it, was amazing. This match might as well have been grand finals. Hayao turned one of Hugo's worst buttons into a game-winning move. He predicted that Frankie would wake up super. If he normal jumped, Ken could have possibly blocked and punished him for game. Standing heavy kick would also hop over super, but it recovers faster than a normal jump. However, it has to be done in advance because it's too slow to do on reaction. Hayao displayed one of the most impressive technical feats of Third Strike, showing how a 20-plus-year-old game still has so much to show us. And most importantly of all, he gave us a great show. That crowd ran up to cheer for him for a reason. They cheered for a man who simply just loved the game, whose love and passion for it was so visible in everything he did. Hayao climbed a seemingly unclimbable mountain, and we can learn a lot from him. No matter how hard we work, how much we compete, we have to remember to also always have fun.